Listen, I know you're tired. You're waiting for that moment where everything just clicks, where the motivation finally hits you, the stars align, and your life changes. But let me hit you with a hard truth from the Stoics. Stop wandering about. You aren't likely to read your own notebooks or ancient histories. Do away with empty hopes. We play this weird mental game with ourselves. We think that if we complain loud enough about our jobs, our relationships, our messy rooms, somehow the universe will hear us and send a savior. It won't. Psychological studies on learned helplessness show something terrifying. People will literally sit in a painful situation, complaining about the pain, even when the door to escape is wide open. The top 1% of executors? They don't have less fear or more talent than you. They just stopped whining. They traded complaining for micro-actions. Right now, you have a choice. You can scroll away, find a dopamine hit, and keep waiting for a hero. Or you can stay, and I'll show you exactly how to become the hero yourself. Let's strip away the philosophy for a second and look at the mechanics of this. Think of the leaky boat concept. You are navigating the ocean of your life. Every complaint, every grievance, every moment you spend blaming your boss, the economy, or your parents is you drilling a tiny hole in the bottom of your own boat. You think you are relieving pressure. You think you are venting. But all you are doing is letting the water in. Think about your last terrible week. The moment something went wrong, you grabbed your phone, you texted a friend, you typed out a paragraph of frustration. For a brief second, you felt a rush of relief, right? But look at the reality. Did the problem shrink? No. Your capacity to handle it did. Neuroscience backs this up. When you complain, or even listen to chronic complaining, your brain releases cortisol, the stress hormone. Over time, this literally rewires your neural pathways. Your brain becomes optimized for helplessness. The root diagnosis here isn't that life is too hard. It's that you have outsourced your agency. You are waiting for conditions to be perfect. If this hits a nerve, good. Hit the subscribe button and drop a like. You can just leave this playing in the background while you clean your desk. Let the truth sink in. Let's talk about the modern trap, the echo chamber. Today, society actively encourages you to be a victim. We have built entire digital arenas where people gather to trade complaints like currency. You go online, you share your misery, and people reward you with likes, sympathy, and validation. It is a warm, comfortable blanket of shared failure. But it's a trap, because the human brain requires external order to achieve internal efficiency. When you leave your bed unmade, your desk cluttered, and your tasks unresolved, you create cognitive friction. Princeton researchers found that physical clutter directly competes for your brain's attention, wearing down your cognitive resources. You literally cannot think clearly because your environment is screaming at you. This is why the elite, the true architects of reality, operate differently. Look at the modern builders, the great strategists. They don't start by trying to change the world. They start by controlling their immediate micro-universe. When you organize your room on a Sunday, you aren't just tidying up. You are eliminating the cognitive drag for the next 5 days. You are preloading your success. You are proving to your subconscious that you have power over physical matter. Now, I can hear the objections already. But you don't understand my situation. My problems are systemic. My trauma is real. Listen to me carefully. Acknowledging reality is necessary, but outsourcing the solution is lethal. There is a massive difference between diagnosing a problem and drowning in it. The ideal lifestyle isn't one devoid of problems. It's the lifestyle of the pragmatic executor. Picture the routine of a true professional. They wake up. The world is chaotic. But they make the bed. They clear the desk. They write the email. They do not wait for motivation, because motivation is an unreliable friend who only shows up when the weather is nice. We are fighting an enemy here, and that enemy is the culture of distraction and outrage. The algorithms, the endless podcasts that just talk in circles, the TikTok doom scrolling. They are designed to keep you paralyzed. They feed you a constant stream of reasons why you can't succeed. Taking radical responsibility, grabbing the steering wheel of your life and refusing to complain, is the ultimate act of rebellion against a system that wants you weak and dependent. So, how do we break the paralysis? You drop the grand illusions. The action plan is immediate, and it is brutally mundane. Right now, as soon as this video ends, I want you to find one physical thing in your immediate vicinity that is out of order. A pile of papers, a dirty dish, and I want you to fix it. It takes 10 minutes. Your mind will resist. It will tell you, this is pointless, sweeping the floor won't fix my bank account. But here is the paradoxical benefit. Action precedes feeling. When you force physical order onto your environment, you spark a psychological domino effect. Ironic, isn't it? The cure for massive existential dread is usually found in a broom, a trash bag, or a blank piece of paper. When you stop complaining and start executing, your entire aura changes. You stop being a black hole of neediness that repels people. You become a pillar of competence. You become deeply, undeniably attractive to opportunities and to others. Because you are resolved. Ask yourself right now, how much of your current reality is actually your choice? And how much is just you sitting in the passenger seat complaining about the driver? To cross the bridge from victim to executor, you need a system. Here is the 4-phase framework to rebuild your agency. Phase 1. The verbal fast. For the next 72 hours, you are not allowed to complain. About anything. Not the weather, not the traffic, not your boss. If you have a problem, you either fix it or you keep your mouth shut. You will quickly realize how much empty noise was filling your day. Phase 2. Micro-conquest. You conquer your immediate space. You make your bed perfectly. You clear your digital desktop. You build a micro-environment of absolute order. This signals to your brain, I am in charge here. Phase 3. The death of the savior. You must internalize that no one is coming to save you. We live in an era of infinite leverage. You have AI. You have the sum of human knowledge in your pocket. Ignorance is no longer an excuse. The only barrier left is your own hesitation. Kill the hope of a rescuer. Become your own cavalry. Phase 4. Radical execution. You stop seeking optimal conditions. You operate in the mud. You force reality to bend to your will through consistent, unglamorous daily action. The majority of people hearing this will nod their heads, feel a brief spike of motivation, and then go right back to their messy rooms to complain on Twitter. But you have the blueprint. If you are still listening to my voice right now, congratulations. Analytics show that roughly 70% of people have already clicked away. They went looking for an easier answer, a magic pill. But you stayed. That alone proves you have the cognitive endurance required for the top tier. Lock that identity in, claim it. Stop outsourcing your failures. Stop waiting for the storm to clear. Grab the bucket, build the boat. Pragmatic courage is the only way forward. Now, turn off this screen and go conquer your room.